Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. We are starting. Alright, sorry about that wait. I just wanted some people to get here so they didn't have to wait forever. Alright, so today we are building a marble race, and I'm gonna have you guys decide which one I'm going to make today. Forever. Alright. Okay, we have 11 current viewers, and I want you guys to decide if we're gonna build the Amazing Marble Race 4, which I originally was gonna record, but I made it way too large, so I'm probably going to stick to a more basic marble race if I do that. Or if we're going to make Season 2 Part 3, which I probably should do also, because it's been a while. Alright, so everyone vote 1 if you want the Amazing Marble Race 4 remake, technically. Or vote 2 if you want to make the Amazing Marble Race Season 2 Part 3. Alright, we got 2 2s so far. 2. Okay, I guess we're doing 2. Everyone wants 2, so might as well. Alright, here we go. So, let's grab our amazing start arena here. All the marbles in it. And here are all the marbles, which we have to delete the ones that are eliminated. Transparent purple, you have to go, yep, obviously, hot pink got eliminated, not very surprising, no one likes hot pink. Also eliminated were maroon. I'm doing this from memory, so sorry if I mess up something. Olive was gone from voting that time. Who else? Salmon was gone, and who else? There must be another. I'm forgetting. I might have to check. 1 second here. I can't remember this at all. It's pretty sad, actually. Alright. Let me just check who's eliminated right now, where you guys can tell me. Tan never got eliminated. That was a mistake, actually. That was not everyone, was it? There was definitely someone else. I just forgot who. Oh, Pink. Yes, Pink. That's right. Alright, I think that's everyone who got eliminated so far. Hot Pink was voted out. I already got rid of everyone, I think, who needs to be gone. Anyone else? Just making sure. Let me check one more time. I see who's eliminated. Make sure I got everyone right, because if I mess up, then that's not a good thing. Okay, so. Yes. Alright, I got everyone. Cool. Alright, let's get building. So, let's also put in the other part I need, and get rid of all the marbles who are eliminated there too. So, by pink, salmon, transparent purple, who else? Olive, maroon. Does that match pretty nicely? Just making sure. Oh yeah, hot pink, who got eliminated. That should do it. Alright. Just line these up to make them a little more symmetrical. There we go. Let's make the marbles easier to line up too. Nice. Alright. So pretty much we got that part already set up. So let's add the little area around it to keep the marbles inside, not fly out everywhere. So let's just build like a, I should probably shift that over a little. There we go. So we'll make this rectangle black. And we'll continue the process here. It's also glued to the, oh, we already did. Alright. I'm already forgetting things, guys. Here we go. Alright, this isn't centered, really. I wish there was a better way to line it up here. Is that centered? Not exactly. I'll just shift this back up here. So, there's about that much here, and yeah, this one's a little different, so I'm gonna shift that over a little more. So now, they're a little more even. Good enough. Alright, let's clone another one of these, rotate it 90 degrees, and place it at the top. There we go. Now we have our little area to start at. When you press enter, they will not go flying everywhere. Out there, there. Alright, so I need ideas, guys. Alright, now I have to say hi to everyone who joined because, yes. Alright, JK Clumsy, Miguel, Samer Gamer, Harry Lynch, Little Labs, Talian Beo Thing, Snivy495, Tracy Street, JK Clumsy again, Minecraft02200, Tracy Street again, Samer Gamer again, Little Labs again. Oh, alright. Tandonite the Boss. Nice to see you too. Harry Lynch again. The Beautiful Unicorn Face. JK Clumsy again. Exo Mapping. The Macho Man 3288. Kuha. Who else? The Man 2988. And that's pretty much everyone. Alright. Now I need ideas. Spinning bowls, moving bowls. Spinning bowls are actually pretty complicated to make, honestly. Alright, come on. I could make bowls. Alright, everyone wants some sort of bowls, so I guess I could make some here somewhere. So I can do a moving bowl. It's pretty much just making a simple piston, but with a bowl instead of a rectangle. So I guess I could add one of those. Any other ideas? Cannons. Maybe I could do something with a cannon. Actually, that's a pretty good idea. I like that idea. So pretty much you can make a basic cannon in this just by making a piston. Keep some room there for just keep some room for the marble to get in there, so when it launches them, then they'll land somewhere. Maybe we can make an area for them to land. They have to land in a small area. That'd be a nice idea. Alright, let's just make a decent circle here. And we'll continue on from there. Alright. Now we'll connect the two. Let's put it like there. And there. Right, let's get rid of the collision layers on these because we don't want them interfering with any of the marbles. So we're probably gonna need to select both of these here. Alright, I'm just gonna do them one at a time. Just make sure. Oh, maybe I should glue this to the background first. And give this an axle here. Okay. I gotta get rid of your collision layer. I think it just fell out. Maybe we should, before we do anything, move this down further. So it actually has some room. Way further, honestly. To move around. There we go. Now let's try it. Let's also increase the motor torque on this. Now, if we move these down here a little more. Right. Then we have a cannon in progress here. And then we just have to speed this up a good amount so it launches them. Now we just need a way for them to enter. So if we turn this like at that angle, then they'll be able to get launched out. So first of all, let's get rid of the annoying borders and sight of these. I'm gonna select the axle too. Borders and circle cake and invisible. Alright. Now we're gonna make this all black here. And then we have ourselves a little cannon. And we'll have them go one at a time in this. And they'll have to launch. So we'll make like a tube or something for them to line up in. So, for example, if a marble went in there, let's just use mauve for example. Let's put mauve like right there. Then mauve will get launched like that. We can probably make a few of these. We'll make a leg called cannons probably. Very creative name. "22 viewers, nice. Hello Retina, welcome. We can even make it faster if we want a bigger launch. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? We could just make a... Yeah, let's make like a bowl here, like a large bowl. And in that bowl... Alright, 1 sec. I have to separate that evenly. Let's make it so it's about there. Alright, wait 1 second. I'm actually going to line these up in a better way. Make it look a little better. Just like the whole thing here. I just want this part. There we go. Let's shift it over a little more this way. Alright, now it's about even. And now I can make a better bowl here. So let's make the length here correct. Okay, and boop. Alright, let's move this over. And now we need our circle. In the center of this. Okay, we need to go to that size. Move it down halfway. Nice. Get rid of this bottom part here. This black. Rid of all the friction. Make it very bouncy. Go to the background. Subtract that. And that's how you make a bowl. Now that bowl can be used by the marbles. We're gonna need something to help them separate here. And then we'll probably make like a tube or something, and they'll go one at a time through the cannon. And if they miss the part they need to go to, they'll go back to the top or something. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna move this down. Then we're gonna make a long tube here. Make sure we have a good color, and glue that to the background. We're gonna clone this. Then we're gonna use, where is it? I have it somewhere in my tools. I have a lot of random tools in here. Do I have it in here still? Oh, there it is. Nice. Alright, so I'm gonna use this thing. So they go one at a time into the cannon. So if I put it like, I'm gonna line it up with this corner here. Close enough. I might move it down a little just so they have some room to launch. So if this works, hopefully. Nice. Oh wait, alright, not all of them made it, so I know what to do. I can fix this easily. So make a square, fit it evenly, move it over, not with the drag tool, because you only can do that when it's playing, and subtract that. There you go. And now we can shift this over even more. And they'll just land onto it. Alright, actually I'm going to move this down here so they line up a little better. Whoop. Aha, that's the problem. We'll just clone this and just make a little part to glue to the background. Actually, I'm going to move that to the front. There we go. Now they're a little lined up. They move. Right, so let's test this again. So when they fall through the tube, then they'll go out like that, fall in, get launched, one at a time. You can actually speed this up here a little, just to the speed where they don't like get stuck with each other. I'm gonna try 25 rounds per minute. Looks good. None of them have gotten stuck yet. These guys have gotten stuck, obviously. I'm just gonna simply do something to fix that. Alright, let's go here. First. Clone this, and just change the direction on the axle. There you go. Now they can separate and keep going through. I can probably make the tube a little smaller, honestly. I mean, that's a long tube. Kind of takes away from the look of the course, so we're gonna move this stuff up here. And place it there. Nice. And now for the part where they're gonna get launched. So I'm gonna have them go into like this small area. They have to launch into the right area, so let's see where they land, typically. I mean, the landing spot varies, but just see like the general area. Oh, they didn't go very far. Alright, Sky went really far there. Alright, so probably around there seems typical. Yeah, that seems like a typical spot for most of them. Yeah, I'm probably gonna put like a wall here, and I'm gonna put like a teleporter there. And they have to land in the right spot. Okay, cool. Alright, let me get my teleporters out. Well, not mine. Luca actually owns these teleporters. That's the one tool that I don't use myself. I made my own teleporter, but it honestly isn't as good as Luca's. I'm not as good at scripting as you think I am. I just have to find it. It's on one of these pages here. Where did I put it? There it is. Alright, so I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna put this like right here. So where was the general landing spot again? Let me check. Alright. Let's just see where the first 2 marbles land or so. They landed there. And they landed there. Okay, we're gonna probably put a wall like here or something. And they might have to bounce in the correct way. I'm still gonna work it out a little. Okay. Well, there's our teleporter. Nice. Alright. First of all, this should be collision layer 0 and invisible at the same time. I'm gonna put this right up here. I'm gonna put it right under this. Nice. Actually, I'll put it right between them. There we go. And then we'll put the bowl area where they need to go through. Or I'll just use like 2 of these here. Let's make the area kinda small. Not ridiculous, but... Alright, here we go. Glue that to the background. Oh yes, mirror. What am I doing? Alright, and then we're gonna have that there. line that up. Let's put it like around there, so yeah. We'll put a few obstacles in the middle or something. So now, and also, we're gonna surround it. Blocks that can't teleport. There we go. Glue that to the background and clone it. Alright, let's test and see if any marbles get in there when I test this out. Once again, tan is the first one. Tan failed horribly. Violet, way too far. Magenta nearly made it. Periwinkle, nope. Brown, nope. Alright, this looks a little challenging. Maybe I'll fix the spot they have to land in. Actually, maybe I'll make more than one spot they can land in. And you have to go through a few levels or something. First leg's always my longer one. I always make the second leg shorter. So I can work with this a little more than the second one, just like last time. Yeah, none have made it. So if I'm gonna move this over more like here. I'm also gonna shift this over more like to here. Nice. Alright, now let's try it. Alright, looks like dark purple is going first this time. Let's see if dark purple can make it. Looking good. Nope. Ooh, that was close by midnight. Magenta was not even close at all. Not bad, not bad. Here comes red. Ah, here we go. Red was our first one to make it. Ooh, ivory was close. And rainbow does not make it. Oh, that's really close by coral. Transparent yellow didn't either. Periwinkle missed. Can green do it? Doesn't look like it. So, ooh, nope, orange went over. First of all, I'm probably gonna have to lower the friction on there and bounciness because that kind of affects the way they land in it. Oh, Crystal jumped over it. Yeah, see the restitution on that. Because they would have gone in otherwise. Yeah. Actually, I'll keep the friction, but I'll just get rid of the restitution slash bounciness of the object because that makes it harder for them to get in. Okay, maybe I'll put another one of these over like here. I'll put another one right over here. Actually, I should probably put it at the end because that's where most of them land. So I'm gonna shorten this, clone it. There we go. Then there's this little middle area, which you're really unlucky if you land in. Alright, so, one area should be good, one area should be bad. What can we do here? Alright. They're both possible. First of all, I'm gonna make these two green to prove that they're good. Light green, because light green's a good color, and red always signifies bad, even though it's not a bad color. We're gonna move these to the front. And get rid of the borders here. Nice. Alright, so most marbles will probably land in red. If what I said was correct. Again, dark purple goes first. Then mauve. Yes, mauve. Alright, dark purple. Landing in red. Same with transparent red, which I thought was mauve for some reason. Ooh, dark orange landed in between them. Alright, No one has made the green area yet. Oh, there we go. I think that was coral, or was that rose? One color. Ooh, that was close. Blue missed. Nope. If you are having really good luck, if you are having really bad luck. Both ways eventually will lead to the end, but I think I'm gonna make the green an instant safe spot. In the red, you might have to do it again. A few make green, but not as many as red. A few of them aren't even going at all. Turquoise looks like green here. So if they go far enough, then they'll go in green. To go high and far, both. Yep. About like that, but not quite. Let's see. What can we do here? Alright, let me look at the comments. 38 watching. Wow, that's a lot. Not even I expect that much, usually. Wow, alright, 35 now. That's a little better. Oh, marble fell off. Yeah. If that happens, I wouldn't be surprised. I'll just add a small wall or something over here just to keep them safe. In case that happens. There we go. I'll put the wall right there. And it should be good now. Okay, let's see. Actually, I might make it a little thicker because I don't want them flying out like crazy. Okay, so let's make a second teleporter. Let me move it to where I can actually see it. Alright, there we go. I'll make the teleporter green. Show that's good teleporter. And then we'll clone this one here. And we have to make them number 2. So, go to the script menu, say my TPO number 1. Sorry, forgot it starts with 0 in this case. Where did I put that? I put it right here. And we'll make that one as well. So now marbles will land in there, we'll get this one here. Now where are we going to put the end elimination part? Alright, we have our elimination thing here. It's not the final 49 anymore, though. Now, where did I put that? Oh no. I think I put it on top. Oh, sorry, I shrunk down the screen. Alright, I put it right here. So let's just move this over here somewhere. We'll put a wall next to it just to keep it safe from falling off. Actually, I'm going to shift this over to there, so... No, I'll just make a small little wall here. There we go. Actually, I did do teleport a little above it, so take position 0, 0. Just in case. We'll do that. I'm actually gonna make it 0, 0 for this too. Nice. I should probably cover up the bottom of this. I don't want any marbles trying anything here. Being sneaky. Alright, if they go in red, what are they going to have to do? I'm going to make it so they have to go through another cannon. Not very surprising. Should probably... Alright, I'm going to mirror this one. Gonna be kind of a long drop. Okay, let's make a little... I'm gonna make one of these again. Reuse the one I already made. Alright. Place that there. Shift this over to the right spot. Actually, this would probably be reversed, honestly. Move this there. And then we'll move this at the bottom here. Okay, that will work better. I'm gonna mirror this here. And then we'll reverse it. There we go. You don't have to move this over again. Perfect. That works really well. Alright. Now for this part. What should I do with the cannon here? That's a good idea. Maybe I can make like a big spiral. This is not gonna work. I already see this failing. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I don't even know what I would be doing if I did that. What can I do with this one? Let's make this one a little lower. Well, not lower. Let me rotate it down more. Nice. That'll work there. Alright, one sec. Oh! Hello, Jack Sparrow. I didn't even see you joined. Sorry, I'm so focused on making this race I'm not reading comments very well. Don't worry. I still like you guys. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just focused. Okay, continuing. Where will this cannon go? Let's actually slow this one down a little. They won't have to go as far. Then I'm gonna make the area they need to land in a little more. That's a little too short, I think. There we go. We'll make it short, but not crazy. And we'll have to make the area they land in a little smaller. Actually, we're gonna make... Oh, I want to move tool. There we go. Let's clone another one of these. We're gonna need that. clone another one of these walls here, also. And we'll also make a new top so they don't have to go flying away. So if they fail, they're gonna go to a different teleporter. Teleporter number 2, technically 3, which will just go right back in this tube here. There we go, and we're gonna put a top over here so they don't go flying into the other one. Loan this here, and then we'll finish it off, this part. Nice. Now it looks even and everything, so I do kind of want to see what it would look like. I'm gonna stick this here, and I'm also gonna clone these 2 parts here for the entrance part. We're gonna make them each 5 degrees, so it's a small gap. There we go, exactly 5. Nice. I have no idea how this is gonna work. I should probably add another wall blocking the space between here. There we go. Right. Let's put a few test marbles in here. I'll use you, Smile and Rainbow, because you're the closest. Yay! Smile and Rainbow. Let's go through. Alright, that's not strong enough. I need to make it stronger. Oh. I'm gonna put Rainbow down there a little. Make it 65 instead. And I'm gonna cut this part off here. Let's actually slow this one down a little as well, because I don't want them colliding. Here we go. That was terrible launch from Rainbow. Smile went far. Yeah, this might not be as easy as I thought it would be. Whoa, Rainbow actually almost made that. Either they go super short, or they go too far. I'm gonna make this bouncier, so they have a better chance of bouncing in too. And I should probably make this a little shorter too. Rainbow doesn't go far at all. I doubt this is happening either. Maybe I should just go faster again. I know what I should actually do first. I should probably get rid of the bounciness on this. There we go. Alright, let's increase this back to 85. See how that works. There we go. Now let's try it again. Whoa, this might actually be possible. Probably is, but it's really rare. Smile went too far, Rainbow went too far too. This is a very small opening. Maybe I'll put something for them to slow them down and they have a chance of getting in there. I want to keep watching for a bit just to make sure. That's a fail by Rainbow. Alright, yeah. That's not happening. Let's try lowering the restitution on this here. Back to 500. Maybe that'll work. Whoa! That was actually really close. Might be possible, but I'm gonna need to, yeah. We're gonna take off friction from that. And we're also gonna make it. So gonna do this. Alright, now let's try it. Yep, there you go. What? Oh, wait. Of course. That's better. Now let's try it. Rainbow will make it on the first try. There you go. And then Rainbow would be safe once I add the thing there. Whoops. Lightly rotate this here, and then we'll have pretty much our whole leg completed. This pipe might get a little crowded though, that's my problem I'm worried about. Right, let's test out the leg a little bit. First of all, I'm gonna delete that. And now I need to calculate the tube length, so how many are left again? Alright, let's count on this one. I'm counting, sorry. 18. This is taking too long. Oh wait, I can just do this simple thing. One sec. Alright, 90 objects. Okay, one sec. The tracers block the... Right, so it's gonna be times 2. If I get rid of the axle, then I can calculate it. Right, 89 divided by 2. Is this even a... what? Alright, 89 divided by 2 would be 40... what? Okay, yeah. It's not an even number. The heck? Did I delete all the marbles I need to? $42. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's a lot of people. Right. 42 marbles. Wow, that actually helped. Sorry, I'm not really feeling mathy today. Whoever feels like doing math, though, honestly. There we go, let's shift that up a little. Alright, 42. This tube fit 49, so... 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, just double checking, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48. Yes. Actually, I probably shouldn't. Yeah. So I had 49 spots. So I'm going to subtract that. A 7, so 5, 6. I did a half one for the last one, so I'm going to do it like that. And then all I have to do after that is this. There we go. Alright, let's make sure the amount needed fits in there, so. Test this out. It's filling up. It won't be a bad leg, actually. Doesn't look like that tube's overflowing too much, so that's a good thing. I just hope none fall out or somehow or something. I just have to wait for these. This part's gonna take the longest to record, but I'll get through it eventually. Sometimes I have to wait up to like an hour when recording, and I always have to speed it up a ton in editing or cut out a lot of stuff. Alright, only a couple spots left here, I think. Yep, 2 left. Oh wait, I need to subtract 1 more. Alright, I need to take off 1 more part here. Oh, don't want to turn on wind. Alright, I'll just merge these. There we go, finally. And then there. Alright, now I have the right length. Let's move over the elimination somewhere else, just where it's like easier to see. Up here will work. Nice. Actually, wait, I'm gonna shift it over a little more this way. And there we go. I like that. Oh, Diamond Cup 67 joined while I was busy. I'm just checking comments right now. This is the time to ask questions if you need any questions or anything. From 1 to 10 at Algadoo. And a lot of, like, marble races, I'm probably an 8 at least. And Algadoo experience in general, overall with everything, I probably would be about a 7-ish. So I'm not horrible. An Olympic leg? Hello. Hello everyone saying hello. Hello Vlad. Yes, Minecraft, I already said hello to you. But I'll say it again. Alright. Alright, not many more questions to ask. It's a sort of good idea, but the second leg's supposed to be really short, so don't do anything insane. Alright, let's get back into building this. So this will be where our final 42 marbles will be, or 41 now, by that time. So there are 42 marbles here. And that will really do it, so. Oops. I forgot I deleted that axle. Let's redo that. We'll just give it a new center axle. And it'll work just as well. Will be the first one safe in this random test I'm doing. It's like brown. Okay, it works. How about I play some music or something while you guys are watching? Alright, 1 second, guys. It's gonna be a little small for a second. Let's see. I'm gonna turn off my mic and you can just watch this and see. You can just see the test elimination. So I'm gonna turn off my mic and play some music and start the race, okay? I'll just repeat the music when it stops. Alright, I'm going off. See you in a bit. Whoops, I messed up the tubes. But that's fine, I'll fix that easily. Wow, I messed up really badly on the tubes. Alright, subtract. There's still too many marbles left. Just make sure the size is right again. Hope you enjoyed that little thing there I made with the music, you know? Alright, so from there, 1, 2, 3. I think it's gonna be right here if I'm right. Alright, let's try this again. Let's test this out. Sorry, I should have increased the size, not decreased it. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's test the size out again here. Hope it works this time. Just want to get the sizing right. This leg won't be horrible to record. It's not too slow or anything. Alright, that was too short. I need to make it one longer, right? Right, I need to make it 2 longer. According to this. Actually, yeah, about 2 longer. I mean shorter, not longer. I'm saying the opposite of what I need to. Wow, I am out of it today or something. I just don't feel like doing math, honestly. That's probably it. I'm gonna shrink it there. Yep. And put it here. Now merge together. There we go. Nice. Now it will work, most likely, so yes. Oh, Karen's Marbles is here. Nice to see you. I watched your Alcacathathlon Magenta Day video. That was good. I enjoyed that. Mine is pretty terrible. I kind of just made it this morning, and yeah, I just continue it as like a series from my previous one. Alright, let's see. Let's make leg 2 now. How should leg 2 go? Let's see, what are our options here? I need ideas, guys. Parkour, maybe Linko. That's a little bit unoriginal. I kind of want an original idea. Let's see. Wow, Diamond Cup, that's the best idea I've ever heard all day. Alright, bye Jack. Let's see. Glad you could be on the stream. Let's see here. Alright, let's just make something as we go. I might make a little race to the bowl like thing. That's actually not a bad idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's easy, simple, and everything I want it to be. So let's make like a little area right here. How'd you guys like me streaming Undertale sometime soon? Would you like Undertale? Say yes if you like Undertale, and say no if you don't. Alright, yes, no, yes, no. No, yes. No, no, yes. It's about even. I think there's a few more no's, so nah, wait. Okay, no one really wants it. A lot of people do, but a lot of people don't. This is kind of a hard decision, but the no's are a little stronger. So, I'm not going to do it. I'll stick to Algodo, probably. Because everyone likes Algodo. Actually, we need to make these even. There we go. I'm just gonna put that there, actually, and that there. Nice. And then we're gonna put the bottom here. Oh no! Algodo just crashed. Oh no. Alright, sorry about that, guys. I'll be right back in a second. Alright, let's reopen it. It probably deleted a few of our newer things I did. Yeah. It just deleted the first few things there. Oh, that's funny. Alright, it's back. Don't worry, guys. Sorry, that happens sometimes when I merge things. I mean, Algodo is not like the fastest program on earth. It's fast, but it's not like capable of doing stuff like that. So, all I have to do is simply remake these parts here. I'm gonna save this before I do anything. I forgot to save it. That's probably a good idea. Alright, I'm just gonna do 2 more. Season 2, Part 3. Perfect. Okay. Now let's finish working on this, actually. I'm just gonna have them fall into like a small box here. I'm not gonna merge them this time. That was so bad of an idea. Alright, here we go. Actually, I need to make it like a slight rotation so they roll down. There we go. Alright, now we're just gonna get some spinners in here. Gonna make this one faster. Alright. Rotate that way. Now merge these together. And a motor, nice, and now we'll increase the speed obviously because that's super slow. I'll change the collision layer to B so it doesn't collide with all those other things. I'll just make it simply where we'll just have a few of these here, and we'll put a bowl on the edge, but so they don't just go flying in the bowl, I'm going to cover this up and make them roll down to this side. Because I'm clever. We need to make this lower actually, probably, if we're going to do that. first we need to glue those. Okay, now we're gonna put the bowl like over here. So we're just gonna do a simple bowl. We're gonna make this black here. So let's make it through that small area, and then simply we'll grab grab this one here. Stick it in. Like so, and we'll be ready to go. To the illumination now. Let's copy the illumination we had. And we also gotta change the number on these two. So you're now gonna be number 3. And you're gonna be number 3 as well. You can select the right number. There we go. Let's even this out a little. There we go. Nice. Alright. Now we're going to need to subtract some area from this here. We also need to lower this part here. This part at the bottom is not necessary anymore, so I just delete this completely. Shift this over so I have room to put the thing. Lower it. Put in a little elimination section. Put 3 in here. Subtract off this shape from these parts. Done with that. Rotate this. Like a 4.7, I guess. That'll do. Make it red to show it's the elimination area. Go to the background. And I'll just make this part longer. Stretch it out. There we go. And now we'll work. Just put this up here. And we'll just take off 4 parts from this. I do want to move it though, so I can line this up evenly. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I accidentally. Alright, there we go. We got it. Don't worry. Right, I think we're 1 short here. Yeah, move it up 1 more. I should probably add like something to block them here just so they don't go flying outside. Just in case. Clone these. Well, not clone them. And we'll move these up here just so they don't go falling out. Like crazy. Alright, nice. There we go. That is the next leg completed. Hopefully this one works though. I need to test it. So I'm just going to clone all of these guys. And I'm going to move them down here. And Mauve, since you're not very popular, I'm just going to move you. Pretend you were the one who set it off. Boop. You guys should be in there. Right, then Mauve would go. And boom. So this is a quick leg. Shouldn't fail too badly, hopefully. Alright. Honestly, okay, this might need to being a little more angled down here. Actually, a lot more angled. There we go. I'll move you there. Make it more smooth of an edge, not just like that big ridge. Alright, now let's try this here. Oop. I accidentally pressed the enter key. Oh no. I'm just gonna move you over there. No marbles can get past. Alright, so it's possible, if you have already made it. Just very close up to the marbles. But it's definitely possible. And it'll clear out as time goes on. It's very small, compact, easy. Lots of words to describe this area. Oh no. Simple mistake I can easily fix here. Is that the same up here? Nope. Just there. Alright, now let's have this work. Once again, you two go down here. Now please nothing go wrong this time. Alright, there we go. Check the leg. All the marbles here. Your simple leg would start. So speed time up a lot. I feel like I can make this leg actually easier than this even. Because this is actually taking a while. I'm gonna add another spinner in here. Put one down here. Put it down in the corner here, just so the marbles that get like over here actually have a chance to move. And I'm also gonna put this one a little closer and higher. There we go, let's try it now. Just get in there, Muff. There we go. And I'll speed up a little probably. Or not. Oh no. Oh yes, if you don't have the right collision layers. I forgot about that. Which is a small mistake I made when I was creating them. I'm gonna fix that. Collision layers, all ABC. There we go. Now it should work for all of them. And I think I'm actually gonna change this, so I just move it up like that. Put another one, this collision layer C here. There we go. Now they won't miss it very often. I just want a really fast leg here. Oops, why did I press enter? Alright, Mauve, because I just want you to go, I'm just gonna put you down there. Go. Start the leg. Alright, now they'll make it faster. There we go. They're just nailing through. We're getting kind of stuck because of it even. Should probably find a better way to do this. I'm gonna get rid of this part right there. You don't really need that. Get rid of all the friction. There we go. Come off. Go. And it'll hopefully work this time. They're coming so fast. Alright, let's speed this up. Looks like it's working. Alright, green took the last spot. Oh no. I'm gonna make this slight bit shorter maybe. I'm just gonna shrink it like that. There we go. Actually, maybe one more just in case. There we go. Now it should work and I don't even really care anymore. So I'm just gonna delete all these guys here. Alright, nice. Alright, looks like we have our completed course here. I'm gonna save this. So, do you guys want to watch it? Say yes if you want to watch the whole course, and say no if you just want me to end the stream here. Oh, Marble Brawl is actually coming out tomorrow, probably. Alright, obviously everyone's gonna say yes. Do I even have to ask? Alright, I'm gonna play some music, and I'm gonna mute my mic. So, you guys ready for this? Alright, let's get some good music going. Alright, I'll see you guys when the race is over. Alright, here we go. Alright. Leave a like, subscribe, do whatever you want. I don't really care. It's all up to you. Alright. Enjoy the race. I'm gonna start with Rise of the Phoenix again because that song is great. Hold on a second. I forgot something. We're good now. Okay, we're back. Sorry. A lot of those parts actually didn't work. I'll work out the kinks and stuff here in a bit. Okay. Well, the first leg worked perfectly, apart from the elimination, which I'll fix here in a second. But I'm gonna need a... Alright, I'm probably gonna delete this actually, because it did go a little too quick for me. I'd rather have it slower than too fast, because it just gets chaotic over here. So we're just gonna shrink this down. One of those there. We'll go 2. Just to be safe. There we go. Yeah. That should work. Alright. So I'd rather have it be like this. Honestly. Because otherwise it's just chaos. I do kind of want something here. I'm just gonna put like a small spinner or something. just to separate them from that area because I don't like when they get stuck. So now they're just a little spinner to separate them from that area. I might move it over here, honestly. There we go. I'll do it like that. And that'll just help separate them, and now it should work better. Also, I'm gonna get rid of the borders on this. Nice. Alright, let's save this again. Just overwrite it, because I don't like creating a ton of new files for this. So, what would you rate the course overall out of 10? Personally, I'd give it a 7.5. 7.5 is my personal opinion here, so. What do you rate it out of 10, guys? I don't care if you say 1, I don't care if you say 10. Whatever you think. Alright, 8, 9.5. These are higher than I expected. 7. Alright, that's more what I think. Let's see. Okay. Some crazy numbers now. Some people just aren't even trying anyway. I'll record this and probably upload it tomorrow or 2 days from now. Alright, stop rating this, please. Now. I think I've seen your average. Your average is probably about like an 8.5 or so on the rating scale, which is personally pretty good for me. Alright. If you guys say so. Alright, I think we might end the stream here. Alright. Hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. I had fun streaming it, definitely. This is probably one of my most successful streams, honestly, so I want to thank you guys for tuning into the stream and liking it and subscribing if you were new here. And as always, join the Discord chat. The link's still in the description, I think. Let me just make sure. Yep, join the Discord. It's awesome. We have over 150 members now. Alright, so I want to thank you guys for watching the stream, and I will see you guys in the next one, which I'll probably do next week or something. And that's also when school's here. Not school, but yeah. See you guys.